Hello, everyone. Nathaniel Gavronsky here, and I want to talk to you about the Iowa Attorney General's race. Now, I'll be the first one to admit Tom Miller is a nice person. He's a good friend of mine, and I've known him for a long time. However, he's also a part of the 20th century, and we don't live in the 20th century anymore. Things have changed. Times are definitely different, now than they were just a few years ago. And the thing is that as crime is rising across the country, and you have the federal government who's doing massive overreach against the liberties and the freedoms of the people of Iowa, we need someone to be our watchdog and our protectorate. I think Tom Miller has done an okay job up to this point, but we can no longer support him as our Attorney General. We need someone who's going to be our protector against our life, our liberties, and in pursuit of our happinesses. We're going to have to ensure that our children are going to be able to go to school and come home from school safe, that people are able to have the ability to raise their families as they see fit, to protect this people of Iowa from the nastiness of some of the body politic that is rampant throughout the streets of our country. And we also need good consumer protections. We need to make sure that we don't, in fact, have any, companies that are abusing the crises that we're dealing with high inflation and profiteering on the backs of hardworking Iowans. This is a very important race. And we need to make sure we have someone who's going to be on board with Kim Reynolds, who's going to help Kim Reynolds protect Iowans and all of our freedoms. We need someone who's going to be able to tackle Joe Biden and his tyrannical Democratic Party from overreach and trying to control and micromanage every single Iowan's daily lives. This is why it's so important to put Mrs. Byrd in power, because it's not putting her in power, it's putting you back in power of your daily lives and your freedoms. We need someone like Mrs. Byrd to protect us from the overreach of the tyrannical Democrats in Washington. Please make sure you get out to the polls. The polls open at 7 a.m. and they close at 8. If you get in line before 8 o'clock, you should be able to vote. It only takes a few minutes. You can check out with the Secretary of State's office where your voting places are in case some of them have changed. It's very important that we get out and vote, and that we keep Kim Reynolds in the governor's mansion, and that we start flipping some of these old dinosaurs out of these old offices and modernize them to the 21st century. And that's why I'm going to ask you to come out and vote for Mrs. Byrd for Attorney General, and let's get Iowa back on the right track. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.